So the question is being asked by RTE, right? And the question to him is about this Miss Fallon. Now, with everything else, there's so much bloody stuff going on around this. I suppose there's like the timing of the elections and stuff. But this Miss Fallon one. So Miss Fallon is the lady, the care worker, okay? Excuse me. And it's came up since then that this weasel here has approached RTE and asked RTE about Miss Fallon and if she was a Sinn Féin member. So because she asked a difficult question and she must be a Shinner or she must be a that, in my eyes, right, that's just playing it, that's just these playing the game even further. Because let's face it, we all know all those parties are open border. They're all open borders. There's not one party in there that's solely like, apart from like the independents, the independent nationalists that we do see that are running now. And I hope a hell of a lot more run. I hope our government at the end of this road, I hope and pray, okay? I'm holding you a bleeding breath though. I hope and pray that all nationalists get in and we can have people in there that actually care about the people of Ireland and Ireland herself, because she's being forgotten, with everything, all these new arrivals coming in and everything, she's been forgotten. She's been trodden on. And I don't think she can take much more of it, to be honest, because the way we out there would feel and the way we all, like people that watch me videos and stuff, would be think the same way as me. Sorry, I'm a bit stumbly this morning, like he's now I'm a little bit sick, but so it's a bit hard to get me words out. We see what's happening, and we as Irish people want what's best for Ireland, of course. So to see all this happening in front of us, and then to see that we actually still have people here. Like, we actually have people on our own land that want to encourage more of these new arrivals coming in is astounding to me. It's astounding. I mean, do you think they're all being bought off to cheer that on? Do you think it's just solely money that they're willing to let Ireland die? I think for some people that might be the case, that money is enough for them. Just so they can have a nice little cushy retirement, or money is their god in that way. But we still have people that don't see. Like, would they be the same people that when you say to them, sure, all the parties are the same, they're all under one umbrella, they're all open borders, they're all the same, they're all globalists. And they'd be like, no. Now, I haven't had any Shinners say to me recently that Sinn Féin are a nationalist party. But apparently Sinn Féin are a nationalist party. Can you believe that? There's people out there, there's Shinners out there. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you're just picking on the Shinners all the time. No, it's the whole fucking lot of them. It's the whole lot of them. But in this particular stance, I'm talking about the Shinners because of this interview. But the Shinners are not nationalists, they're open borders. They're pro-mass migration. Yeah, they were, a couple of years ago, they came out and they were all against the EU and all. But it's the fact that the EU have got their claws in so far now that the Shinners have just accepted their fate and just go along with wherever the EU pushes, So, here's the question being put to him about that woman, that carer, that he had an absolute bleeding bombshell moment with.
Communicate in any fashion with RTE on Friday and say that Miss Fallon was a Sinn Féin member.
I don't think so at all. So this has been a very important interaction that took place in that term.
It's very strange him saying that. I think it's strange he said that line. That was very important. It was a very important interaction that he had with her. Why? It was a fucking train wreck for you. It's important that you have train wrecks now and again. Is this some sort of political understanding of the world? That you are eventually going to have train wrecks? Surely you want only positive stories to come out, no? Anyway, is it to show that he's fair and balanced, is it? You can't fool us, Weasel Harris. You can't fool us. The blinders have been taken off, you know. We have our eyes on you.
It's very clear in relation to this. RT indeed commented on this matter in your own paper, I think in your own article today, Brian, about the fact that there's daily and often several times a day contact between political parties and media.
Will you find out? You said I don't believe so. You said it on Shannon's side as well today. You said it when you were asked yesterday. Will you find out for us by tomorrow morning whether any of your senior staff made that remark to anyone?
It's a very serious allegation for you.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking it here on the record.
And I'm not aware of that in any manner or means.
Will you check it out?
It's a very serious allegation, and I'm not aware. Did you hear that? I'm not aware of it. Okay.
Will you check it out for us? Will you check it out for us?
What I am aware of is the contacts that did take place between RT.
Will you check it out for us? Yes or no, Taoiseach?
I've already checked out the situation in relation.
Oh, you've already checked it out. If I was one of the higher up members of Fine Gael right now, I'd be like, stop letting him go out and talk to the public. Stop putting him on TV. Just let's start doing rehearsed stuff. Please, quick. He's fucking destroying our party.
Did they do it then? So you know, you can say yes or no.
The smiling as well, you know. Yeah, little bleed darts. He's like, he feels untouchable. You know, he's probably sick of me pointing that fact out to you, but the guy's a bleeding narcissist, man.
So did it happen? Did it happen? Did it happen, Taoiseach?
I've answered your question.
No, you haven't. You said I don't believe so. The answer is yes or the answer is no.
I've answered your question. I don't believe that happened. It's an appropriate contact in terms of providing a statement of information in relation to
Will you check? Will you check as a statement of fact whether or not that happened, Taoiseach?
Fucking train wreck and a half. But at the end of the day, we know that they're all the Shinners, the Greens, the Fianna Fáils, the Fine Gaels. They're all the same. We know, like, the game is up, you know? And I think that's as well why you see so much around this, like, people might say, oh, well, don't comment on it, but the McGregor thing and all, right? All of that is to distract and take your eyes away from what these politicians are doing. You know? All of it. I mean, that happened back in 2018. Why the fuck didn't they deal with it back in 2018? Because they were holding on to it. They hold on to these little stories until they need them. You know? Like Diddy in the US. They hold on to it. The FBI knew about him. I know I'm jumping, but I'm just using it as an example to how these politicians operate and how they use the celebrity to distract from their own fucking downfall. You know? The FBI knew about Diddy in the 90s, but they let him go on for 30 years. I suppose it served the old FBI useful in America in the sense that they were getting all this they were using Diddy as an informant. Makes me think now, were they using McGregor as an informant in some way? Or using him somehow, you know, that way? Just, that's where my mind does lead to when I'm thinking of it, because that's all the story is doing, is distracting from this. It's distracting from all this shit show. When a bit of heat needs to be taken off the politicians, that's what they do. Roll out, here, we've some stuff on Bono there, throw a bit of stuff out on Bono, you know what I mean? Probably the next one to fucking keep an ear out for that. He's probably the next one to fall. But yeah, I just found that interesting how it was RTE asking him the question as well, you know? Did you contact us and tell us that it was your woman, that carer, who we had the train wreck moment with, that she's an actual Sinn Féin member? Party member? Or she's something to do with Sinn Féin? Crazy.